That way, even they can access your other videos on the your YouTube channel also.
Yes, sir, absolutely. In fact, we have some videos which are like industry professionals kai interviews वगैरह आहेत, especially those who are working in, let's say, QBD, techno marketing, different areas. As well as we have lots of videos which are for आम्ही जे annual GPAT test series conduct होतो, त्याचे question papers and answer sheets are available on the channel. So there is a lot of stuff which is relevant to pharmacy students, which is available on the channel. So I think, sir, we can start with.
Yes, we can start.
Yes, Mangesh sir is joining.
Okay. Good morning and a warm welcome to our today's speaker, Mr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje, respective Principal Dr. Ashwini Madgulkar, Faculty of AISSMS College of Pharmacy, and dear students for whom today's webinar on Startup Express has been organized. It is my pleasure to introduce our today's speaker, Mr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje. He is the director of Patlex Solutions, which is a knowledge process outsourcing firm. He is an entrepreneur with interest in innovation, law, patents, and research and development. He is a registered patent agent with Indian Patent Office. He carries with him 13+ years of experience in pharmaceutical industry, law firms in intellectual property rights area. During his tenure, he has worked for organizations like Ranbaxy, Wockhardt, and Glenmark Pharmaceuticals. MPharm in pharmaceutics is his qualification, and he has also done LLB. He has worked as a book reviewer for Oxford University Press Journal of Intellectual Property Law and Practice. He is also associated as a mentor of change at NITI Aayog's Atal Tinkering Lab, which is a Government of India's program, and the concept is a strategic nation building initiative, as a part of which he would be working with young minds, especially the students, in the area of innovation, entrepreneurship, leadership, and motivation. Currently, he is serving as an IPR consultant with various industry chambers, academic institutes, law firms, and corporates. He is involved into various entrepreneurial activities with BPA PAPP, Pharma Literacy Center of Excellence in Pharma Education, and Flexi2. With this brief introduction, I request Mr. Vijay Kumar to take over and treat us with all his exciting talk, which will, I am sure, benefit our students. Thank you very much. Over to Vijay Kumar.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So first of all, good morning to everyone. It's actually a pleasure being here. I must take this opportunity to initially thank the Honorable Principal of the Institute, Dr. Ashwini Madgulkar ma'am, as well as the management of the Institute, which allowed us for this kind of workshop on our request. As well as, of course, thank you so much, Mangesh sir, for providing this opportunity. Reason being, without, I would say, knowing, believing in someone is really difficult, and during these times, you provided us this particular opportunity. And also thank you, Mangesh sir, for actually introducing me. Let me also tell a few things which are like, very much essential with respect to startup, and why I'm speaking on behalf of startup, or why should I speak for startups as such. What is my qualification? As I mentioned, I'm a pharmacist. I did my master's in Pune. That's my very long association with Pune as a city. Thereafter, I started working with the pharmaceutical industry. I started from working with Ranbaxy long back. That was the biggest organization that point of time in India. So I continued for almost 13 years as a patent agent or a patent attorney. I'm also a lawyer. I did my MBA. I'm a patent agent. So after 13 years, I realized, I need to start my own venture. And I'm very proud to say that I started my own venture from a very small town in Maharashtra called Latur. This is one thing that I specifically mentioned. Reason being, most of the many of the students have actually got understanding that when we speak about business, or when we actually speak about starting a venture, it is necessary to have a bare minimum educational qualification, or the location, or even for that sake funding as well. But these are wrong assumptions as far as entrepreneurship or the business is concerned. When I started 3 years back with my journey, that point of time, initially, of course, as usual, there was a lot of struggle. But during this time, I also had my own venture called FlexiTutor, which was online education platform. Let me tell you what. 3 years back, we uh, we tried to have a platform something similar to Zoom. Okay, we thought of that 3 years back, but we couldn't succeed in that. So that was my first failure with the system, the startup system as such. And in startups usually said that failure is the biggest success, and this is really very much crucial as far as career or startups is concerned. But then during this time, we got associated with a lot of startups, incubation centers. They started approaching us for the purpose of I would say filing the patents, trademark designs, and all, because that's what our expertise is. That point of time, I realized that startup is something which is future for India or the next generation as such. But unfortunately, as far as pharma is concerned, there is very less, I would say, awareness about startups in the pharma sector. And then we started on this particular journey in the month of February 2020 to conduct workshops with respect to startups specifically for pharma. कि हमने startup सुना है, but what is startup? What are the key differences between a typical business venture and a startup? That we are going to discuss, as well as what we are also going to discuss is what are the actual startups working in pharma or healthcare domain. As a pharmacist, we have got lot of advantage actually. I'll be discussing that as well. Ki as a pharmacist, we have one great advantage that no other stream provides. I have one particular slide for that, and how we can kind of exploit it in terms of understanding the startup domain, as well as having your own venture or a job. This is like my first program actually at AISSMS. I've been involved with conducting lots of workshops like this in more than 16 states. Over last 3 years, we have conducted more than 100 programs for students, faculty members, even for the startups or the incubation center. So I'm going to speak about startup today, especially in the healthcare domain. There is a lot of negativity around, so I thought of to start with a very positive news, and this is coming from pharma domain. This is news 8th May ko jo aaya tha. If you can read Marathi, this is one of those news which actually made the headlines on that particular day, that Ratan Tata invested in one particular startup by an 18-year-old boy who is Arjun Deshpande, based in Thane. He has a startup called Generic Aadhaar. In 2 years' time, so he started his startup at the age of 16. He's 18 today. The annual revenue for that is 6 crore rupees. And Ratan Tata felt that we should invest in this particular startup or organization. Now, what is that one thing that makes Ratan Tata a big businessman to think or to invest in a startup? When I say investment, let me tell you, to be practical in this entrepreneurial or business world, getting investment is one of the toughest tasks as such. But then people are coming to you and investing in your idea. why is this happening out? That also we'll try to understand. So to start with, most of the people ask, sir, ये startup सुना है, but इसका meaning क्या है, and how is it different from my routine business? हमारे routine pharma companies है, big ventures है, बड़ी companies है, production units है, research centers है. How is the startup space different from that? Now, frankly speaking, startup is also a business or a company or a project which is initiated by an entrepreneur. But यहाँ पे जो difference आता है ना, that is validation and scalability of an idea. For businesses, small businesses, SMEs, MSMEs, जे आपल्या इथं MIDC आहे, you ask them how difficult it is to get loans actually, right? But in these kind of cases, we have seen a few of the cases जहाँ पे just based on a simple idea. Okay, I have one client who is a startup. He has got 5 crore ka investment, although his product is under development. So people are investing money in your idea and not into your product. But that idea should be scalable, as well as it should be validate ho sakta hai, and that product you can actually launch in the particular market as well. So that is a very I would say scalable business model. We'll see with very simple examples initially, which every one of you knows, because I am pretty sure at this moment, unfortunately because of the lockdown, we are actually accessing this through mobile, and aap sabke mobiles pe you have all these things which are coming from startups. Everyone has got Flipkart and Amazon installed on their mobile handset. Everyone is involved into online shopping and all, and that people are doing that since long. If you look at the business model of, so we are trying to understand the differences between a startup and a typical business venture. अगर Flipkart को आप local kirana shop से compare करो, so the business model is really very attractive. Okay, so the difference is that ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेसेस जो है जस्ट अनदर मी टू बिजनेसेस है. एक किराना शॉप है तो दूसरी स्टार्ट हो गई, देयर इज नो डिफरेंस पर से. यू वुड एक्चुअली सी दैट in a particular lane, let's say there are 20 shops having exactly same kind of products, as well as वहां का ambience भी same होता है. That is not the case with startups actually. Startups have got really attractive business model. Who would have thought 10 or 15 years back that we would be actually ordering the products online and they would be actually delivered right there at our home? When you start with this kind of business model, which happens for the first time, let's say, okay, that is what is the actual difference between the So startup world starts with a simple business idea, and then that idea is actually, it gives rise to a attractive business model. When you compared it with the traditional businesses, it is just another me too business. Another difference is scalability. Scalability is something which is very crucial as far as startups are concerned. I remember I was speaking with one of my friends in Germany in March 2019. That point of time, I shuffle between Mumbai and Latur. At that point of time, my friend asked me, Vijay sir, तुमच्या लातूर मध्ये Zomato किंवा Swiggy आहे का? And I was like, I mean, it was more of sarcasm, and I was like, no, we don't have Swiggy or Zomato here. But I'll tell you what, 2 months down the line, in the month of May 2019, we had Zomato, Swiggy, as well as Uber Eats right here in Latur. Now, the kind of scalability these organizations have got, may it be McMyTrip, Poyo, like Zomato or Swiggy, the scalability is really pretty fast. जो लोकल बिजनेस को ग्रो करने के लिए 20 साल 25 साल लग सकते हैं to different regions. In case of the startups, it happens just in a year's time or 2 years time. In fact, a year or 2 years time is considered as a big time as far as a startup is concerned. We didn't know about McMyTrip or Oyo actually, but the kind of scalability they have got, because they are actually for them the entire world is a consumer, right? That is something which I would say is a major difference between a startup. And as far as the young generation is concerned, they are pretty much very fast. They have got tremendous energy and passion. Agar koi naya idea hai, okay, then you can actually take that idea to the next level through proper mentoring as well. Okay, so in terms of scalability, your businesses are different. Traditional businesses are different from startups. One thing I think that I skipped before the session is that if you have any questions, you can put it under chat option because I have muted everyone else. Okay, so this is the second difference between a startup and a startup, and I would say a traditional business. Now, another difference is that the startup has got really high and fast growth compared to a traditional business. In case of traditional business, the growth is really low and slow. That means I had an opportunity to actually speak with one of the CEOs of a company which has got more than 100 crore ka turnover. Let me tell you, that guy was just 25 years old. When he started his startup, he was just 18 years old, maybe of your age or even less, younger than you all guys. But what it started with was a simple business idea or a simple idea that is scalable. Now, another difference between typical businesses as well as the startup is the technology. Usually, it is said that a startup IT sector के लिए है, या स्टार्टअप में सिर्फ आईटी टेक्नोलॉजी ही होता है, but that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Actually, we have got some startups which are also from agriculture sector. One of them is in fact my client at Mumbai. Any sector, healthcare sector में कौन से startup है, that also we'll see. But the difference between a typical startup and a traditional business is that usually the startups make best use of technology. And how that is done, I'll tell you a simple example. As I mentioned, I'm based in Latur. I have to go to Mumbai, for official work. 20 years back, when I used to go to Mumbai, that point of time I used to go to travel agent, book a ticket, pay him, and get the ticket, and then take my journey. Now, what is happening out aaj ki date mein because of Redbus is, I'm the same consumer, the travel agent is also same, bus bhi same hai, but every transaction that has been done, okay, it all started with a simple idea of Redbus. Every transaction that has been done all across India, in every transaction, a part of the money, 10 rupees, 50, 15 rupees, maybe 50 rupees for that sake, goes to Redbus owner who is maybe sitting in Bangalore, maybe sitting in Gurgaon, maybe sitting in UK or US and some other part of the world. This has been really very much possible through the technology. What has happened in last few years, like last 20 years, if you see, after the telecom revolution that started during the time of Honorable ex-Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. So during that time, jo telecom revolution start hua, that has actually got penetration all across India now. Right? At every location, we have access to data, we have got access to the internet and all. So your people are using technology as such to get benefits of that particular amenities which we have actually got. But if you look at the traditional businesses, when I speak with my friends who are business owners, they are not using technology at its best. We have got startups in the domain of logistics. We have startups in the domain of also, the buses and cars. There are so many startups in these particular domain. There are so many of things that are happening actually. But then if I compare them with the traditional businesses are very much hesitant to actually use the technology. Abhi bhi sirf phone pay and Paytm and Google Pay के beyond technology का use local businesses करना जानते नहीं है, वो करना भी नहीं चाहते. Although there may be so many things that are actually possible. I'll tell you, during this COVID-19, what happened. One of my friends actually developed a automated sanitization machine. मतलब without touch actually, like, you know, so I told him why. So what he did is like uska photo liya and he shared with everyone. I told him, why don't you use technology at its best? At least have a video of that. And why don't you use the social media, digital media to promote it? But he is not aware of all these things and he is not willing to do that. He's a local businessman. But then if you try to compare this with a startup, they are using technology at its best. And like we have got 200 plus participants now, right now. Everyone is very much active on Insta, Facebook, Twitter, or like, you know, for that sake, any other like, you know, social media platform as such. Can it be used for constructive reasons as well? Yes, that can be done. And we have so many examples what people are doing. And let me tell you, I have lots of examples. There is one guy who is 8-year-old who started with coding actually, and he has got his own startup. I had an opportunity to meet one of the CEOs of a very big brand in India. It's from the startup. And this girl is 22 years old. She's having 100 employees working with her at the age of 22. That's a big thing, I would say, as far as that's the big difference, I would say, as far as the traditional businesses and startups are concerned. But then we have really very high failure rate as far as the startups are concerned. Snapdeal, big example, which got failed very badly actually. PhonePe is not a failure, but then I had an opportunity to listen to CEO of PhonePe, like big brand, everyone knows it now, right? PhonePe as a product. PhonePe CEO mentioned that his PhonePe was his fourth venture in 10 years. He failed thrice. He kind of lost his money as well, some of the money. But PhonePe was his biggest success, which came after, like, you know, 3 failures as such. So what is so unique about failures in the startup domain? यहाँ पे failure rate बहुत ज़्यादा है. But then in case of failures, it is considered as failure is the biggest success as far as startups is concerned. In fact, if you go for funding, that point of time, many of the people, the angel investors or the funding agencies ask you as a have you ever failed in terms of startup? If yes, then probably you have better chance to grow or succeed moving ahead, because you must have learned from those failures. And that's what we tried to do. When we failed with FlexiTutor, we are going very aggressively with Pharmaliterati as a brand, and we are ensuring that we don't make those mistakes again. And Pharmaliterati, although not registered as a startup, we are using technology and we are reaching students. What we are doing under Pharmaliterati who are associated with us, that also I'll be speaking at the end of the session. But then failure rate in terms of startup is really very high. But if you compare it with the risk benefit ratio, when you have 4 or 5 like years, if you can get 1,000 or 10,000 times growth, that point of time people are willing to take that risk as well, right? So failure rates are really very high. But then think of Byju's. 6 years back, no one knew what is Byju's, what is Vedantu aaj ki date mein. Vedantu, if you have heard of. What Byju's could do in 4 years time is they could sponsor the Indian cricket team. Now, what is the difference actually? But when you use technology, again, let me come back locally to Latur, which is known for the educational pattern for its 10th and 12th standard ke jo, teaching hai. Let me tell you what, when Byju's entered last year in Latur, we got 300 plus registrations from Latur, which is a big thing as far as Latur crowd is concerned. Now, what happened with Byju's is the kind of growth Byju's got, the kind of funding Byju's got was actually huge. What happened with respect to Byju's is that they actually have got Shah Rukh Khan as their brand ambassador now, and they can sponsor the Indian cricket. Look at the kind of growth you can have in 6 or 7 years. Let me tell you, I've worked with, as I mentioned, the best of the companies, pharma industries in India. So it is said that COVID-19 ki wajah se pharma industry may get benefited. That is absolutely correct. Pharma is one sector and education technology is one sector which would get benefited because of all this. But still, if you look at demand and supply, there is a huge supply of UG, PG students, as well as PhD research scholars, so many things. That point of time, आपको growth मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है. And if you have a great idea, let me tell you, it starts with a very simple idea at some point of time. And if that idea is scalable, it can be validated to a right product. The opportunities are tremendous in terms of startup. I like to comment on the education system that we actually have got. Is, as I mentioned, this one statement I make sure in that I have in each of my presentations is that failure is the biggest success. And unfortunately, our education system teaches us to get the marks. They tell us to succeed, but let me tell you, failure ka maza in case of startup is really very different. But failure is useful when only and only when you actually can learn out of that particular failure. And if you can do that, then there is nothing, because once you fail miserably, like I failed miserably with my startup called FlexiTutor, then I realized what are the mistakes we did, and what we have got as a brand, Pharma Literati now, that is maybe much bigger success I would call compared to FlexiTutor as such. So funding opportunities in case of startups are really very high, and आपका growth बहुत fast हो सकता है if you can click with the right kind of product. Now, another differences are as I mentioned, startup ke case mein, you have immense opportunities in terms of funding. There would be funding. So government of India has got lots of funding. And let me tell you, actually funding may not be required. There are lots of startup, what we call as a bootstrap. That means वो खुद का पैसा लगा के business start करते हैं. Hardly 1 lakh, 2 lakh में आपका, but what is required is a great idea actually. And then in case of traditional businesses, you have bank loans and all. That is way to get the funding. One of the major differences between startup and traditional businesses is that traditional businesses are family owned businesses. Usually the owners want their next generation to take care of those businesses. कि मेरे बाद मेरे बच्चे को मिले, उसके बाद उसके बच्चे को मिले and all. In case of startup, actually, there are exit strategies. What most of the startup owners do is they start a startup 6 or 10 years में, it is 10,000 times growth, let's say, or जो आपका initial valuation है उससे बहुत ज्यादा आपका जब valuation हो जाता है, they always have something called exit strategies. So, and therein, for example, for a startup, let's say if the valuation is really very high, what they would be doing is they would be actually selling their stake and they would move on to the next venture or next startup. 3-4 efforts ke baad, if you get one success, that is absolutely fine. What happened with PhonePe? A young guy, 31 years old guy, CEO of a company, speaking about his journey of startup, wherein actually he speaks about failures and his success later on. That is something which is actually crucial here, right? Now, what is required then? If we know these are the differences, what do the startups require initially then? So as an infrastructure, it may start with simple office room, electricity, internet connection, lab and meeting room as well. I'm telling you ki actually I operate from home as well most of the times. I have a lappy, I have a internet connection done, I can actually start working. It's as simple as that. We have got lots of examples like me who are operating virtually. My client based in Sweden knows that I am operating from Latur, Maharashtra, and you can earn money in euros or US dollars sitting in a small place as well. The world has really changed, and let me tell you something. Post COVID-19, probably the world is definitely going to change a lot. And in these kind of situation, if you have a virtual presence, if you can do it digitally, then that's the best thing. But beyond infrastructure, what is required is business service, registration, legal service, accounting, market research, IP services, digital marketing. I am pretty sure out of these 200 candidates that we have right now in this particular class, many of them are digital marketing experts. They know how to run a Facebook page, they know how to run an Instagram page and all, right? So, and they are very much active on that as well. This is a big business, let me tell you. Export facilitation, startup registration, all these services are required. Then we have financing as well. Bank loan hai. There is something called mudra loan, जहाँ पे आपको बिना बिना कुछ like what we say कि we don't need to mortgage anything. आपको 10 lakhs तक का loan government of India provide करता है at a very very cheap cost. Okay, that is available with all the PSU banks as well as private banks as well. There are lots of central and state schemes. Corporate social responsibility ke under nowadays these companies are investing. We saw Tata's investing in one particular startup as well, right? So financing is something which is required for these at the initial stage, but that is not the end actually. The major part is mentoring, because what happens is when a baby like it's like a small baby. Like baby, when the baby comes to the world, okay, it has to adjust to the outside condition. तो उसको ना एक टाइम के लिए स्पेसिफिक 1-2 घंटे के लिए, if you have heard the term इंक्यूबेटर में रखते हैं एक छोटा जो बेबी न्यूबॉर्न होता है ना उसको. The idea therein is that that small baby which was safe in the womb of the baby's mother, उसको resistance है outside world से, as well as it has to adjust itself. Incubator works in a way that it helps the baby to get adjusted to the outside condition. We have a concept called incubation centers all across the world, which help. These are private as well as government incubation centers, which help the startups from scratch to the end. मतलब आपका आइडिया आपके दिमाग में बस आइडिया है, go to incubation center, they would be helping you start your startup, as well as they would be helping you in terms of actually taking it to the next level as well. Fortunately, we are working with one of the biggest incubation center in Navi Mumbai called CIBA, Center for Incubation and Business Acceleration, which is funded by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. More than 150 startups are incubated there. This is something incubation. The new age businesses are incubated at these incubation centers. There are lots of startups in the incubation center. So yes, सारा था about the startups, how they are different from the traditional businesses. Now I'll come to pharma, because नहीं तो मंगेश सर बोलेंगे सर विजय सर आपने तो सब कुछ बता दिया, but where is the pharma? Pharma का रोल कहाँ पे यहाँ पे? What can a pharmacist do as such? Pharmacy में एक बहुत बड़ा advantage है that everyone neglects actually, and I'll tell you what is that advantage. So the advantage of being in pharmacy is that दुनिया का हर सब्जेक्ट पढ़ते हैं हम लोग फर्स्ट ईयर से फाइनल ईयर तक. फिजिक्स एंड फिजिकल फार्मेसी, बायोकेमिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी, मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री तो 4 साल रटना पड़ता है फर्स्ट ईयर, ऑर्गेनिक इनऑर्गेनिक से लास्ट ईयर मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री तक, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, स्टैटिस्टिक्स, आईटी, इंजीनियरिंग, ज्यूरिस्प्रूडेंस, क्यूए, हर्बल, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, एनालिसिस, मार्केटिंग, कोई ऐसा फील्ड नहीं है जो अनटच्ड है फ्रॉम फार्मा फील्ड. I'll tell you what, I'm a patent attorney. I work with lots of clients who are non-pharma. मेरे पास एक client telecom industry से है. मेरे पास I work with engineers. I work with biotech companies. I work with these herbal or nutraceutical kind of products, veterinary product, fertilizer companies and all. This pharmacy has a big advantage that you can actually work. You at least understand. We may not be expert in maths or IT, that's absolutely fine. But then we have what that advantage of understanding all these subjects. Only if you go to a MSc microbiology, he can only understand microbiology. If you tell him anything about biochemistry, he may not be in a position to understand basic concepts as well. As a pharmacist, we know all these concepts for sure. हम लोगों का expertise नहीं है. That is absolutely fine. But then we actually know all these things. At least एक बार पढ़ने के बाद या we can very easily come to know as well what is this actually, like the subject. As a patent attorney, I have got this big advantage that I can work with any of the domains as such, as far as the client base is concerned. Same thing works in terms of startup as well. As a pharmacist, we have got a lot of opportunities, immense opportunities in terms of pharma startups. I'm actually mentioning here. We have got lots of startups. We know the how the entire pharma ecosystem works. मतलब प्रोडक्ट कहाँ बनता है, रिसर्च सेंटर, वहां से प्लांट में जाता है, वहां से मार्केटिंग के थ्रू like it goes to the doctors, the medicine shops, and to the end users. What are the actually opportunities as far as pharma or typically healthcare sector is concerned that we are going to see here? This is pretty interesting, and let me tell you, some of them are my clients. Some of them are from pharmacy. One of them is my senior as well, who did his UG from Government College of Pharmacy, Karad, and I had an opportunity to meet him as well. In fact, we are planning his interview for the startup, his startup actually. In in next couple of weeks on our YouTube channel, Pharma Literati. So 1mg.com, everyone has heard something similar to, I would say, Amazon and Flipkart or Snapdeal has got in pharma. Now, whether online pharmacy is allowed or not, that is a different issue. Let the government take it, but this is good opportunity as far as pharma are concerned. We still don't have any penetration in this. When you are operating in a city like Pune, or when you are operating in big metros, or even at a smaller town like Akola, Jalna, Aurangabad, Kolhapur, Sangli, Satara, Ratnagiri, I'm telling you, the online thing has not yet penetrated in pharmacy yet. There are immense opportunities. 1mg.com, one of the biggest startups in this particular domain as such, that is required. Another example is WonderX. This is the one startup that I'm speaking about. He's my senior from Karad. He started with this called WonderX. I'll tell you, a very unique and unique concept as such. What he did is he has started with the digitizing the prescription. जो डॉक्टर लिखता है ना, okay, doctors are not most of the cases they resist the technology as such to write the prescription. What these guys have done is they are giving the doctors the prescription pads, but those prescription pads are unique in that आपके नॉर्मल पेन से आप जब उस प्रिस्क्रिप्शन पैड पे लिखोगे ना, automatically it is scanned on their server. The doctor can access it, the patient can access it, the pharmacist can access it at any point of time. A huge advantage as far as data is concerned. Let me tell you, data is the king in this particular case. Also, this particular platform, what it does is, for example, chronic patient है, diabetic patient है, hypertension का patient है. In that case, what happens? आपका continuously for long you have to actually take these medicines. For example, आपने आज medicine first Jan को एक strip लिया है, 30 days 30 tablet का strip लिया है. जिस दिन वो strip खत्म हो रहा है, उससे 2-3 पहले आपको messages आना start होगा that आपका medicine खत्म हो रहा है, you need to go to the shopper shop to buy the medicine. As well as what it also does is it reminds you for your daily dose of the medicine as well, which is a great advantage, I would say, if you have multiple medicines to be taken at the same time. And the kind of data that they are generating is really huge. Data is the king. This data would be now what government is doing in COVID-19 or Corona situation. They are trying to collect the data, and based on that, they are trying to determine how to have the containment zones, how to have actually the red zone, orange zone, green zone, right? They are already doing it for super specializations like neuro, diabetes, CVS and all. They are doing it under the platform of WonderX. You can visit the website as well. Practo, everyone is aware of. Well, another startup in the domain of, I would say, the healthcare, which is actually connects the doctors with the patients now. Telemedicine, telemarketing, telepathy, basically, not so basically telephone ke through aapka jo treatment over a call, actually, that is something which may be the future as well. Now what is required during this particular situation is don't let the patient go for normal things to the hospitals, because hospitals are already overcrowded. Now there is such a situation that the patient may get infected with because once if they at all visit the hospital, that may be the situation. In that case, these kind of startups are really doing good. Bloodsure.in, yesterday or day before yesterday only, I had this particular news that there is an immense requirement of blood now. Blood banks are unfortunately being not in a position to have that demand, demand supply ka gap aa raha hai as far as blood banks are concerned. Bloodsure.in, wonderful platform. If you go to any blood bank, there would be list of donors. Can it be digitized? Yes, it is done by bloodsure.in. What they have got is they are connecting the blood donors and platelet donors with the local customers as well. Just go to bloodsure.in and you would get an opportunity actually to get right kind of don. What they are aiming is by 2027 there won't be a single case wherein there would be blood shortage as far as India is concerned, be it any group, any platelet actually is concerned. This is something I'll tell you. One of the major differences between a startup and the traditional businesses is that the startups are always working on the social terms as well. They are having an impact socially, as well as they're trying to solve some problems instead of actually having another just me too kind of business. This is about bloodsure.in. Beto app, another wonderful startup which uses a headphone jack and a strip to detect blood sugar at home. Simple problem hai. India is unfortunately a capital of diabetes, and you have got a Beto app which is providing you an solution right there. Aapka mobile and a strip, that strip with that, using that headphone jack, you can actually come to know what is your blood sugar level sitting right there at home. What do you actually require beyond this, right? So this is another device which is, I would say, more into diagnostics. And when we say diagnostics, we have got Niramai.com, wonderful platform. Unfortunately, couple of days back, we had an unfortunate incident wherein one of my professors from Government College of Pharmacy, Karad, she's no more. She was fighting with cancer actually. Let me tell you, these are some news which are really bad to hear. But as a pharmacist, we know that actually cancers are treatable with chemotherapy or other stuff if they are detected at a very early stage. What Niramai is doing is they are using AI, artificial intelligence, and the thermal analytics to detect the breast cancer at a very early stage. Look at the kind of impact this would have. This is again into the diagnostics. See, as a pharmacist, we have learned this, the diagnostics, microbiology, biochemistry, sab padha hai humne. How it works, we also know. What they are doing is they're just using some kind of technology or some kind of stuff jahan pe they are actually having advantage of being a startup in that particular domain, and you are actually solving the problems for everyone. There are lots of problems actually, I would say they can be solved with a very simple solution as such. Who had thought of Ola or Uber 10 years back or 15 years back? This is a simple solution actually if you use technology at its best, right? So that's what all these startups are doing. Then we have a startup called myudan.org, another startup which is incubated at SIBA Navi Mumbai. What they are doing is one of the most wonderful things, I would say, as far as startup is concerned. myudan provides wheelchair services. आप बोलोगे व्हीलचेयर सर्विसेज में ऐसा क्या है? There are lots of platforms or the hospitals provide wheelchair services. This guy, the CEO of this particular myudan.org, what they are developing is they are recreating the Google Map. Recreating the Google Map means what? If they are operating in Navi Mumbai or Pune, let's say, what they are doing is they are providing you the access to the locations which are friendly for the wheelchairs. For example, आप इस mall में जाते हो तो is it wheelchair friendly or not? Because this is a major issue, bigger issue for the for the handicapped people, for the elderly people, for the specially disabled children and all. For them, the bigger issue is you have a wheelchair, but are those locations wheelchair friendly? They are recreating Google Map and they are doing it physically. They're going to each location. For example, they went to Inorbit Mall in Washi. They check if it is wheelchair friendly. Unke map pe in myudan.org, you would be getting that information. Okay, this is the location which is wheelchair friendly, as well as you would be getting a wheelchair, something based on Ola or Uber. Just book it through the app, and your wheelchair along with an assistant would come at home. For elderly, for specially disabled children, or even for the patients, I think this is a great idea. Let me tell you the best part of myudan.org that I felt like was actually it has been funded, it has been initiated by a person who himself is handicapped. Based on his own experience, this guy actually started with myudan.org. Myudan.org was actually covered by your story. Let me tell you, all these stories related to startups are available on a website called Your Story, YOURSTORY, yourstory.com, which has lots of information related to startup as well. So all this is included in like, you know, so we have lots of immense opportunities, or I would say lots of opportunities as far as pharma students, or we know the healthcare system, we know so many things. Actually, there are so many problems. Unfortunately, this is untouchable. This is unexplored actually, you know, which is untapped, I would say. And based on that, we are actually like, you know, we can actually have our own jobs. Instead of asking for a job, we can start with your own business, I would say. And it may not be that big. I'll tell you, entrepreneurship is not about creating a big venture in a year or 6 months time. Entrepreneurship or startup is about being self-sufficient. If you are in a position to self-sufficient, that is, you are giving back to the society as such. Okay, so this is all what about startup I wanted to speak. I want to tell what is the difference between a typical startup as well as the like, you know, the traditional business, as well as what are the startups in the healthcare domain as well. So so this is of course, I think I have a couple of questions. I'll take those questions if available. Yes, Atharva Thite. It is always seen that startup in pharma are more complicated and many problems. Atharva, I think Rahul sir has already mentioned many problems mean many opportunities too. Let me tell you something. Uh, in every sector there are complications and problems. Let me tell you my journey as a like, you know, pharma literati or Patlex Business Solutions when we started with. I'll tell you what I had. Although I carry 13 years of experience with pharmaceutical industry, that too with some of the biggest organizations. I started with Ranbaxy, then worked with Wockhardt and Glenmark. After 13 years, when I started with my own venture, that point of time, I really struggled to approach educational institutions or the colleges as such. Educational is when you go as a industry resource, probably you get a red carpet, but when you go as a businessman, you won't get. Every field, as I mentioned, has got its own challenges as well. If you look at the risk reward ratio in case of startup is really very high. What is, like, you know, if you look at the examples, small examples like Myudan, or like, let's say the WonderX that we saw, these are actually making great impacts, as well as there are tremendous opportunities as well. There are problems, but then there is a mentoring as well that is available. Let me take you to what activities we are involved in, how we are helping the students as well to come out of what happens. Atharva, basically he startups में problems है, that doesn't mean you shouldn't actually enter. It's a high risk area, that's absolutely fine, but then the kind of opportunities, growth opportunities you have, actually those are also bigger one. As far as risk or like, you know, complications are concerned, let me not name the person, but I have got few people who are from Naipur Mohali. After 7 or 8 years of their experience, now they are nowhere. Reason being, kind of they have lost their jobs because of some XYZ reasons. And this has happened. They are, I mean, I can't name it, but this happens actually. Like, you know, every field, whatever is the field, has more complications as well as problem. Now, no industry, unfortunately, is immune from all these problems. Then we have what Shivani Rao, on an average, how much investment these startups have done, excluding the loan amount. Very nice, Shivani, I think, because this is one of the most crucial things actually as far as startups is concerned. It all depends, Shivani, on what kind of product you are working with. When we started with FlexiTutor, it started with a mere like, you know, initial investment of hardly 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees. But at times it may start with very limited, I would say, very limited investment as well, and you can actually get opportunities in terms of investment upfront. As I said, I know a startup which actually raised a funding of 5 crore before the actual product being implemented. Product bana nahi hai abhi tak. At that point of time also, we had someone coming through the investment option, and that was possible. Shaunak Patankar, sir, please tell us about your venture or startup. I'm going to discuss about that. Mangesh sir has a comment. I think the strength of Pharmapill today is like formulation business functions like analysis, formulation. Can it be basis for startup? Absolutely, yes, sir. Anything, any field as such can be. You come up with, you look out at the products or the problems that the industry is facing. Okay, be it analysis, be it about your like, you know, I would say the formulation develop. Unme kya supply chain disruptions ho raha hai because of the China. How can you solve these problems? Maybe with a simple solution wherein either you're using technology or a particular like, you know, local solution as well. I'll tell you how these startups actually work. There is a concept called clusters. That means local requirement ke as per. In fact, Baramati is an agriculture cluster as far as the startups are concerned. There is a big incubation center in Baramati as well, wherein you have lots of startups working in the agriculture domain as well. Sir, Mangesh sir, I'll like to tell you in this particular case is that there was one particular agriculture startup which works on the grading of the product. Grading manje kya hai? For example, for wheat, jawar, cotton, there are different grades actually, right? So what they did is they used technology for grading, which is a very easy, like, you know, simple problem lag raha hai hame, but the solution is great in terms of it is saving so much of manpower as well as jo local level pe problems hote hain because of, like, you know, at times there is a bias in grading. All this is solved because of this. Isn't it a great idea, right? So anything is possible in these cases. Then Ayush is asking, is there any firm which is included in funding for pharma? And yes, Ayush, as far as funding is concerned, I'll tell you what, funding comes at a time jab aapka idea bahut acha hai. If you have, it's not like aapke paas idea hai and if you are not in a position to sell it, it won't get actually, like, you know, it won't actually get funding as well. There are incubation centers who would be helping you out to get funding. There are lots of government program, Atal Innovation Mission, or even ACIC, Atal Community Incubation Center, is a program by Government of India jahan pe colleges can start with incubation center and they can get a funding of 2.5 crores from Government of India. This is the Government of India initiative under Atal Innovation Mission. So therein also there are lots of opportunities for funding, as well as there are private investments as well. That's, I think, by Ayush. So there are lots. Is there any space available for new startups? Which field do you think it is untouched right now? This is coming from Sumant Hari Wankede. I'm also curious about agriculture startups. I think Sumant, one of the intents of this particular session was to let you know, have an idea about what is startup, how is it different from the businesses and all. I can for sure help you in terms of understanding them, as well as I'll tell you what we are doing as Pharma Literati, which would be helpful for students like you. I'll answer your question about, like, the startups can get in touch with us as such. Then any space available for new startups? Absolutely yes. There is always tremendous demand. Government of India has come up with so many schemes after COVID, wherein if you have got a great solution, then they can fund you as such. Of course, this is COVID specific, but then for every kind of problem, if you can come up with a solution, then that is pretty much possible to get funding as well as start your own startup. Nowadays, like if you go to IIT, there is a big incubation center called SINE, SINE. You can just check it out. So there are lots of opportunities, Sumant. Then we also have a question. We got a lot of questions, sir. How to identify an incubation center suitable for our ideas, and what's the actual process? This coming from Rahul sir. Rahul sir, a wonderful question, I would say, because the incubation centers are mostly the they are sector specific or cluster specific as well. You can get in touch with us, sir. We can help you out because we are working with lots of incubation centers all across different locations, wherein we can help you out to get in touch with. And frankly speaking, for pharma colleges with whom we are associated, we are doing all this free of cost as such. And at least we can guide you properly. So there is no business interest as far as Patlex or pharma business is concerned. Then we have Aditi Vaidya. How do I figure out of a certain idea of? So Aditi, actually, as I mentioned, startup is a business itself. If your idea, so startup is not something which is out of the blue moon. Only it is just one certification that you get from government of India, under which आपको 7 साल तक income tax नहीं देना है आपको. There are lots of other advantages as well. If you are a registered startup with government of India, you have lots of funding opportunity. If you are a registered startup, you can very easily get an access to incubation center as well. There are so many opportunities in terms of any idea, if you start as a business venture, then it can be registered under startup if it satisfies those particular criteria. We can check it out, Aditi. I think if you have got an idea. In fact, then we have Siley Shade. Post-COVID, what could be the areas in pharma students can consider and can be? I think, Siley, we have already discussed lots of ideas with respect to pharma startups as such, and I believe this particular area or the examples that I touched are from different domains, like blood banks se leke, diagnostic kits se leke, online medicine, and also everything is covered in that. Anything post-COVID as well, any idea would be really helpful as such. For example, if you ask me specifically about COVID की वजह से जो problem हो रहे, this is not going to end in a month or two, unfortunately, until and unless we actually have a solution. Till that time, जो problems हुए हैं, उसको solve करने के लिए, for example, social distancing के लिए कोई चीज आप बना सकते हो. जैसे it can be an app, it can be a simple product like Umbrella as well, which can help people keep us special social distance and all. Right? Sign. So we have got a question from Dr. Bhandari. Can you assure our student about the kind of financial security provided by government for the startup, because that is the major concern for. I'm covering this question, Dr. Bhandari. Actually, I'll tell you what. There are schemes available, as well as there are lots of funding agencies which are providing funding. But as a startup, you cannot be dependent on external funding. Every startup is not funded. There are so many which are bootstrapped. What is required, I'll tell you. We as Pharma Literati are helping students to start their own ventures. We are providing them mentoring. We are providing them up to 50,000 kind of stipend as well if you're working on that startup for a year's time. We are okay to do that. But I'll tell you what is more important. Generally what happens, any startup gets failed in 2 or 3 years time. Usually क्या होता है, हम लोग ना फाइनल ईयर में पहुंच के या M.Pharm खत्म होते होते we realize we have to do something, and that point of time we start exploring these things. But then after, if you are failing after 2-3 years, then that is not a, I would say, उतना time, it's not a wastage for me, but then financial burden भी होता है. I suggest students to come up with an idea when if they are in first year or second year as such, at the age of 18 or 20. I'll tell you, great ideas come at the, like you know, at any of the ages. Actually what happens in that case is, अगर 3 साल में आपका venture fail भी हो रहा है, in that case you have actually learned a lot and you already have got your degree. You have, and let me tell you, a failure of a startup in your CV itself may be a great addition to your CV as such. Okay, so there are schemes, there are like you know, things available, but then it doesn't reach everyone. You can have mudra loan. One of my friends got 10 lakh ka mudra loan as such, which is available at a very cheap rate as such, like you know. So these kind of things are available, and I appreciate this. See, the first thing required is let the students at least understand this, that this is one area which can be explored as such, and which is very much possible that we are seeing. And in fact, people at my age, maybe around 40, may not be having great ideas, but they can very easily, like you know, the students can have those ideas. The people like me can mentor, or even we can put funding as well in those kind of ideas as well, and we are doing that as a pharma literary or as Patlex business. I think that partly answers your question, Dr. Bhandari. Will be online pharmacy the future of pharmacy business? I can't comment because it is under, so this coming from my close friend Mithun Bandivadikar. So actually online pharmacy, because it is actually coming, like you know, it is under judiciary actually, and there are cases going on whether to allow the online pharmacy, and also I think I'm not the right person to comment on that, although I'm a lawyer. So thank you, Mithun. Ayush, how can we understand that our idea is leading to startup, and how can we come up with more ideas? I think we have already covered the first part. Second part ke liye, we conducted creative thinking workshops for like you know, how to come up with more ideas. Actually, that was one of the most wonderful concepts which we conducted at 25 pharmacy colleges in 7 different states, from like Assam to Haryana to Gujarat and Maharashtra, Goa as well. We conducted. So this is one way to, like you know, come up with greater ideas. So creative thinking workshops hote hain, and we of course we conducted it free of cost for the pharmacy students. Is a solid business background or knowledge necessary for having a startup? This is coming from Shivani. Shivani, I'm a first generation entrepreneur. I don't have any background. No one actually, unfortunately, no one supported me for my business venture in last 3 years time, because no one knew what is business from my family as well. No, it is not required. As I mentioned, no one asks you about your qualification. No one asks you about where are you from, your location or a background as well. If you have a background, you would have an advantage as such, but then it is not the mandatory thing, Shivani. I am the right example, I would say, for that. Can you list steps to be taken if one thinks he has an idea? I think, sir, that will be more of incubation. I think some of the services that are required that I have covered, like registration and all for your company. So that would be something like, you know, whether it's simple questions like my wife is a master's in commerce. She knows the difference between a proprietorship LLP and a private limited company or a partnership firm. Ask our students, they don't know this. It's a very simple thing actually, but pharmacy students ko unfortunately ye nahi pata hai. And we are, as I said, we are helping the students to like you know, have this kind of approach, and we are doing it free of cost without any actually benefits getting out of it. So how can I approach funding opportunity or funding company? This is coming from Sheetal. I think I have said enough on the funding opportunities as such. Agricultural startup, this is coming from Ehtesham. We can connect over phone, I believe, because there are lots of queries for agricultural startups as such. So there are, as I mentioned, one of the startups is working in the grading of those things, as well as what you can do is you can also like you know, just go to startupindia.gov.in का website and startupindia.gov उस पे सारा list of startups है all across India in each of the sectors. I'm telling you, working as a mentor for Startup India as well, Government of India. So Sumant Wankhede, can you add a link or contact mail to get in touch with you? Absolutely, it is included in the first slide. I'll go to the first slide again. Do people with business or marketing degree benefit more and excel better? Shivani, no. I am not from business background. I'm not from marketing degree as well. But then I believe what is required is understanding that particular domain, and it needs patience. It needs lots of, I would say, sustained efforts as well. I'm struggling since 3 years for setting my business. No one, I'll tell you in this particular slide also, if you can see, no one was willing to give us access to their institute. I remember when we got our first client as far as Pharma Literate is concerned, I actually followed up for 8 months to a particular college to a professor. After 8 months, I got an opportunity to deliver one session, that too free of cost. We did it free of cost. Today, 2020, we got access to most of the government institutes. Let me tell you, it is very difficult to get access to government institute. We got an opportunity to conduct similar workshop at Goa College of Pharmacy, SNDT Women's University, CU Shah College of Pharmacy, which is again a government of Maharashtra. We got access to Bombay College of Pharmacy, IPMSB, which is considered one of the biggest institutes in India. Let me tell you something. If you are from Pune, if you're from any other location, and if you come to Mumbai, having access to BCP or ICT is really difficult. Reason being, if they can get people from BCP or ICT, that point of time, accessing these institutes is really very difficult. We conducted a similar workshop at Pune College of Pharmacy as well, which is again a government funded institute. We did the program at KM Kundnani College of Pharmacy as well. I would say I'm the one example which you can look forward to, maybe, and I have so many other friends as well who are doing it. It is not necessary aapka background. What is required is sustaining and the persistence that actually, aap agar अच्छे से कर सकते हो with values additions. I'll tell you what we are doing with the students as such, and then you would understand why we are getting access to these institutes as well. How much time we have to invest in this particular process, that is Prajwal's question. That all depends on the kind of startup you have. Can you list the government related funding? As I mentioned, Atal Innovation Mission check कीजिए, उसके अंदर बहुत सारी schemes है. As well as there are lots of central government का different departments, which is DST का funding आता है, BIRAC का funding आता है for innovation entrepreneurship as well. So if you have a registered startup, as well as there are angel investors or funding agencies as well, like individual funding agencies, the banks ka arms hota hai, who are funding in startups, like Ratan Tata has invested in a startup as such. The journey of idea to startup has many steps and needs many aspects. Can you brief the steps, how to shape ideas into a project? I think that's what this particular session was for. We have come up with a program wherein if you have got a great idea, just share, sign a CDA with us, confidentiality disclosure agreement. We'll help you to take your project to actually to a level jahan pe idea to project or startup, and we'll be paying you as a stipend as well for a year's time, 50 to 60. So it may be 4,000 or 5,000 a month. What time you need to devote is depends on the kind of startup that you have got. So this was from Atharva Thite, and we also had a question from Sheetal Parse that was about funding. Anish Panwalkar, in case you have several investors invested, is it advisable to take a large stake investment from 1 or 2, or? Anish, no set rules. It all depends actually. I think, sir, Mangesh sir, we have got very, because this is, I mentioned about the different colleges, but I have got the best of the questions, I would say, from your institute. The kind of ecosystem that you have got is really great, and I believe I can answer all these questions as well on a very one-to-one basis as well. If at all required, I'm providing my number as well. Anish, that all depends on what kind of options you have actually got. Mukta is asking, does my idea have to be research oriented for it to be succeed? No, not at all, Mukta. It is not required. Yes, sir. We have got some instruction from Rahul sir as well. Can you say any startup be the future of India. Okay. Now this coming from Ayush Tole. If you ask me, I'm a very positive person. I would say Pharma Literacy, my venture, would be the future of India as such. Okay, I would love to have that helping the students as well. Okay, so of course we have got lots of startup, but I think what is more important is, what do you mean by future of India? For me, something like My Udan is doing a great work. Instead of having the business startups, what My Udan is doing is elderly patients, जो है, elderly लोग हैं, patients है, specially disabled children. I'm telling you, seen so many cases जहाँ पे how difficult it is. Many of you may have these issues at your home. My Udan is a great, I think that is the future of India, if you ask me as an individual. Okay, and I feel future and success should not be counted in terms of just money or funding, because that is not the end goal of abhi dekh rahe hain hum log, whatever you earn, everyone is sitting at home, right? What can you do with your money, right? So funding or the end goal should not be the money, but the kind of impact that you are making. And as I mentioned, what kind of impact we are making as far as Pharma Literacy is concerned. I'll take you to the next slide. Sheetal, I'm adding my number. Then also in we also, I believe this is the last question. In several cases, it has also been seen that big companies try to buy out the new and emerging startup. Absolutely correct. This is coming from Anish Panwalkar. And emerging to avoid competition. What do you think is advice? See, no one can buy your startup unless and until you want to sell. As simple as that. आपको अगर, for example, मेरा startup का valuation 10 lakhs है, and if someone is willing to pay me 5 crore, what is the call that I would take at that point of time? Should I take those 5 crores today and leave that market, or I should take my startup to let's say 100 crore ka level? That depends on me as an individual, at what stage actually you can exit, or what do you want to do with that business as such. So that is what I think I have tried to answer the questions. Now there are lots of requests about our activities as far as students are concerned. Of course, we have got a YouTube channel. Therein there are lots of videos like this. मेरे interviews है, बहुत सारे industry professionals के interviews है. As well as we had requested everyone to subscribe to the channel. So we have got a limited list of students who have subscribed. जो subscription होंगे उनके list के accordingly we would be issuing the certificates for this particular program. That's just a request, because that doesn't require any money. We conduct patent agent training program, and let me tell you what, I have M.Pharm students as well as a final year B.Pharm student as well, who is actually helping who are doing the patent agents. Patent agents have got great as such I would say future as such as far as career is concerned. Patent agent training program also we are conducting under our banner. We have got lots of courses. IPR ka course bhi hai, pharmaceutical patents ka. We are doing it with one of the biggest institutes in Pune. We are doing it with the MIT WPU. We have got access to the university as such. It's a joint course. We provide internship to the students, the pharmacy students, not necessarily the research internship. We have got interns from across India, from NIPER to local institutes in Latur as well. We pay the students, and in this internship you would be doing from home 1 or 2 months assignments, and for that you would be getting paid. Now what kind of assignments we are providing, it would be dependent on, so we would have a kind of a talk. What is your interest? What do you want to do in future? For example, if you want to enter into, let's say, the marketing space, you would be working on a digital marketing project. If you want to, let's say go into research activities, you would be writing a research article or review article with us, or blog. You would be blogging at that point of time. And as I mentioned, we are paying them as well. This year we got around 7 interns from different institutes. And so this year, we are doing it from last 3 or 4 years. We have first year B.Pharm से लेके final semester M.Pharm के students doing this internship, wherein they are getting paid. They are working on their project. उनका routine के साथ-साथ they are doing it for us. That is something which is unique as far as Pharma Literacy is concerned. For the first time, we took the students of Mumbai to incubation center visit. I think I have the photo as well, if I can show you. So we had 15 students. No, I don't have the photo right here. We had 15 students from Mumbai University who visited incubation center, the one which is sponsored by DST, Department of Science and Technology in Navi Mumbai. And let me tell you, these were again first year B Farm, say final M Farm. In fact, one of the students was from Naipur, Hyderabad. She came down all the way from Hyderabad because she was associated with Pharma Literati. So we visited. So we are connecting the like students to the right kind of people as well. जो आपको mentoring चाहिए, that we can very easily provide to you. We have got that ecosystem wherein I'm working with. I have a client who is a European company, which is a Fortune 500 company. We are working with Government of India. We are also working with advisor to ASSOCHAM, the biggest industry chamber in India, as well as we also are working with startups. We are working with incubation centers. What we can provide is, we can provide you internship with the startups as well, because as startups space mein, there is always a demand of good students as well. And let me tell you, these internship would be great opportunities as such for those students who would be getting involved in that. Of course, we also have a blog under which we are providing the details, or like providing the news as well as the different. We are promoting the students to write the articles as well through that particular blog. Now, for faculties, I think for a minute I can take this. We have conducted lots of faculty development programs. In fact, as well as we have patent filing and design filing services. We provide support for NAC NBA only for innovation, incubation, entrepreneurship, and incubation support as well. This we are providing to different colleges and the faculty members. Whom are we actually working with? In Mumbai, almost the biggest of the institution. Jo blue highlighted hai, we have a formal MOU in place with Gehlot, NCRD, LHH, SVBCP, AIKTC. We are working with BNCP, the NMMS Institute, CU Shah College of Pharmacy, NMMS, Bombay College of Pharmacy. I think I have not added Kem Kundani because that is the last client that we have got here. In Pune, of course, we are working with MIT WPU. Our course is running there since last 3 years, as well as we are working with Sinhagad, Vadgaon, and Alana College of Pharmacy, which is one of the, actually the the principal at Alana College of Pharmacy. I did my master's at Pune College, so that point of time, Bhise ma'am and Madgulkar madam, actually, they were doing their PhDs in the same Sutix lab at PCP, right? So that's how I got connected with Alana. Of course, we are working with SKB in Nagpur from SK Bhair College of Pharmacy, one of my oldest client, and I would say I never met Dr. Milind Umekar before I started working with him. And this is one story I really like to tell you, that he's my oldest client and we had never met, and our association started at that point of. Those of you faculty members know Milind Umekar sir very well, so we are working with them. Of course, we are also working with some of the other institutes. As far as PATLEX is concerned, we're working with educational institutions. We have also signed an MOU with SRTMU, Nanded University, which is a government university. We have got Honorable Dr. Uddhav Bhosle, Sir, Vice Chancellor, who is a IIT Bombay PhD actually, and he realized that he saw the potential and he allowed us to sign an MOU. We're working with corporate startups, incubation centers, and industry chambers. Let me tell you, all this I'm doing right here, sitting in Latur. This is all possible. Then probably all your questions with respect to the funding, with respect to who can do, can I do, can my idea go to a level jahan pe it can be a startup or it can be a business venture. Yes, everything is possible, students. You have and it's not just about me. I would say there are lots of people like me whom what is also important is actually to understand is that what are you working on, are you adding value to your clients, or are you adding actually some real I would say value to the entire ecosystem. The kind of ecosystem we have got, I believe, is very positive, and fortunately we have got good people working with us as well. I think we have got one or two questions again, and I let me please send link. Yes, Sheetal Parse, the name is Pharma Literati, and you can just Google out, you would get the YouTube link, but you have to subscribe to that YouTube channel. Thank you, Priyanka Kandhare, for your nice comments. I'm handing this over to Rahul sir. He has requested me to unmute him. Rahul sir, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Do we have any more questions? Anyone has got anything more to say?
Yes, last question from Ayush. Ayush Thole. Yeah. Yeah, Ayush, please. Wait a better second. Ayush. Idea is leading to startup, and how can we come up with more ideas? Is that the question, Ayush? How you see startup as business after you get succeeded in your startup? Okay. So it's just 2 years, I would say, I've been involved into this Pharma Literati kind of stuff. We never went for funding. We never wanted funding. We wanted to have it as a bootstrap. I can see more. I'll tell you what difference has. We were actually looking for a big push, for our startup. What has happened in last 1 month is that after lockdown, suddenly हमारा YouTube channel का जो demand है या जो traction है वो बहुत बढ़ गया. I'll tell you with a one simple case. We required three years actually to reach to 1,600 subscribers, and in last 1.5 months we have added 1,000. That's the kind of growth we actually could see. Pharma education may there are lots of opportunities. I think this would be an endless discussion. Actually, the students are very smart enough, they are asking lots of questions. So I think there is a future as far as technology is concerned, and we all have that upper hand, I would say, because जो चीजें आप आज कर रहे हो because of lockdown, we have been doing since last 2 or 3 years. Okay, so that's the kind of, so I would say as a startup, we are learning, we are growing, we are creating an ecosystem, we are involving everyone, and we come across lots of good people as well who are part of it. So the best part of business or startup is that I'm speaking with students right now. Maybe after an hour, I would have an assignment with the CEO of a startup, or I would say a company as well. I would a client who is 100 crore ka pharmaceutical company based in Mumbai, and we would be discussing about patent filing for his particular company after an hour. Right, so that is something which keeps us, everyone in the system, motivated as well. Because let me tell you, sitting at home at times is really, I would say, cumbersome, or you need self-motivation kind of stuff, So I think Ayush, startup as business, I don't think this is still a success as far as startup is concerned, Pharma Literati as a brand is concerned. But then we are moving in the right direction with consistent efforts as well, so Shaunak Patankar, what kind of pharma education you are providing online? So we have courses on IPR, pharma IPR, as well as we have courses on, I believe Rahul sir and Mangesh sir, I'm allowed to speak on this as well, because that would be more of...
No issues at all.
No issues. So we provide pharma IPR ka course, we provide drug discovery ka course, regulatory affairs ka course, as well as we have got a course on pharmacovigilance as well. All these courses, online courses, are developed by the experts, industry experts, and they are the ones who are delivering these online as well. And let me tell you, actually, if I'm allowed to speak here, actually, Rahul sir and Mangesh sir, we are doing it jointly, in the sense, we are doing with the institute. We are not charging the students any money. We are charging the institute directly. Means the institute, of course, the institute would be taking some money from students, but that is as low as 1,000 or 1,500 rupees for 3 months. Okay, on these business, we don't we don't per se go to students and take the money from them. It is the institute's responsibility in most of the cases. With Allana, even MIT, WPU, Sinhagad, or for that sake NCRD, SKB, any of the institutes, what we are doing is it's a joint course basically between the institute and our brand, and therein we are providing. And once you are part of the ecosystem, this is the only institute जो मेरा client नहीं है, and I'm actually speaking about Startup Express. But जो हमारे part of ecosystem है, उनके लिए we do lots of free programs as well as we have some government funded programs as well. We did one program in Pune at let me just remind the name of the engineering college. There is a women's engineering college in Karve Nagar, which is by the Karve Society. Actually, it's a big engineering college. Actually, I just forgot the name. वहाँ पे we did a program, government funded program, Government of India का 1 day का program, जहाँ पे it was IP awareness program, and the best part of that program was patent office के लोग आपके यहाँ पे उस college में आए थे. Okay, patent office, which is actually no, it's not SNDT actually. It's in Karve Nagar. Let me just tell you the name of the Dhonlo Keshav Karvanchi Sanstha hai. Cummins College. Yes, Ayush, we did it at Cummins. Yes, it is one of the autonomous and it's only for the females, right? Cummins में हमने program किया था, and that also got really good. And one of the best thing for these programs is that patent office के लोग जो who are not accessible, there is a conflict for them going to the clients, but they can come down. We had assistant controller level का बंदा coming to the institute. So this we are doing with the so Sumant Wankhede, I'm from SRTMU Nanded. We didn't know about this from the university. I'm campus student to whom we should contact. Sumant, are you from Nanded or are you from AISSMS platform? I couldn't understand this question particularly. Because, okay, you are from Nanded. So actually we are working with IIL, Innovation Incubation Linkages. In fact, we conducted one big program last year at SRTMU Nanded as well. Okay. So that was for for IPR. वहाँ पे भी we had Dr. Suhas Kulkarni from Patent Office had come down. So in fact, I myself was there for a couple of days. We coordinated at that point of time with Dr. Vadher. He's the one. Yeah. So Sumant, you can get in touch. In fact, I spoke with Dr. Vadher yesterday only. So that's what I have. I think I have provided my phone number as well as email address. Students can get in touch with me. And of course, just one request is to subscribe to YouTube channel. Rahul sir, over to you.
Okay, thank you all. Dear all, it's my great privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the webinar titled Startup Express. I'm thankful to Mr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje, Director, Partex Business Solution, for delivering a wonderful session on startup for our students. Sir, your session has been definitely motivated our students to walk on a way where they can convert their ideas and abilities into startup. I'm thankful to Sri Malaji Raja Chhatrapati, Honorary Secretary AISSMS, and entire management for encouraging us to conduct this activity. I'm thankful to Dr. Ashwini Matulkar, Principal AISSMS College of Pharmacy, for motivating to organize programs of student benefits and ensuring that student development is continued even during lockdown. I'm thankful to Dr. Mangesh Walekar for coordinating this webinar and all the background works to make this webinar successful. At last, I'm thankful to all the teaching staff and students of AISSMS for actively participating in this webinar, and your interactions have really made this webinar wonderful. Once again, thank you all. Have a nice time.
Thank you so much, everyone, and hopefully I would have, let's hope that the lockdown gets over very soon and we would have an opportunity to meet as well. Yes, sir. Mangesh sir, Amit tumhala invite. Yes, Mangesh sir.
I was about to say that only, as soon as it gets over and once we resume back to work, we would like to contact you for what more, to explore what more we can do together.
Absolutely, sir. That would be my pleasure, sir. So thank you so much, everyone, and you would be getting your certificates very soon based on the registrations that you have done, and if you have subscribed to Pharmaliterati YouTube channel. And thank you, Mangesh sir, for providing us this opportunity. This video itself, as it is, because we have got lots of questions here, we would be definitely putting on our YouTube channel. You can access it at any point of time. Thank you so much, class.